You probably know him as Coach Carrillo. I know him as Dad. He was the first man I ever loved and to have my heart. It was 1990, and I was 2 years old. My dad got hired as the head baseball coach at Montwood High School. As many of you know, having a parent or spouse as a coach is like having a second job. My brother and I did not get to see him very much when we were little, but when we did, it was like going to Disneyland for the first time, every time. As a family, I can honestly say we had no idea what we were getting ourselves into when we decided we were going to be a baseball family. These past 22 years have made and molded us into the family we are, and I can honestly say it's one of the best things to ever happen to us. Today, I stand here honored that I was chosen to help induct my dad into such a prestigious group of men. These past 22 years have been a whirlwind of life lessons, but this year takes the cake. Not only did my dad have the best season of his coaching career, but his little girl got married, his son graduated college, he found out he's going to be a first-time grandfather, he's going to retire, and he got inducted into El Paso Baseball Hall of Fame.
Good evening again, everyone, and sweetheart, thank you so much. I love you so much. A lot of things have helped build what I have gotten, but I need to thank Larry Hernandez right now because he did a lot. He was very influential in helping me get inducted this year into the Baseball Hall of Fame. We met numerous times going over the resume and doing a lot of things. And it also brings one story to me. And I didn't really know Larry that much, and now I get to know him a lot better, and I know that from what I got to see from him, he's a great man. And I truly appreciate him and also his wife, because I know they spent countless hours up at night worrying about this whole situation. And Larry, I thank you very much. And we met again probably 2 weekends ago by accident, not on purpose. I was out watching a ball game, me and John Beard up in our press box, and I asked John, hey, how about we go drink a beer? And John, sure enough, yeah, let's go. So we went to our local pub, and by accident, Larry was there. Well, all the screens, football, 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 was football season, and then the Yankees. And I didn't know Larry was a big Yankee fan until that game. And the Yankees that day knocked a walk-off home run in the 12th, beat the A's, stepped closer to the playoffs. I don't know what happened that day. But him and John got to talking, and anyway, I didn't know John played baseball for Larry. And John, I guess, was 14 years old. And I'm talking about John Beard, head baseball coach at Oklahoma. And Larry came up to the team one day, and he was all excited about the Yankees. And he's asking the team, hey, how many of you guys are Yankee fans? Well, everybody raised their hand except for John. Well, John, was looking at him, and Larry said, well, what's wrong with you, man? How come you're not a Yankee fan? What kind of fan are you? And he says, well, I'm a Red Sox fan. And Larry asked me, why are you a Red Sox fan? And he said, well, because my parents are Red Sox fans. And he said, well, just because your parents are Red Sox fans doesn't mean you have to be a Red Sox fan. What if your parents were morons? What would that make you, John? And he replied, a Yankee fan. Okay, now that I got your brain going a little bit, I need to thank a lot of people, especially my family. putting up with me for 23 years, especially when we lost. Coming home, waking up, my wife, my beautiful wife, Becca, who put up with me. We've been together more than 20, we've been married 27 years? Well, we've been together like 31, so anyway. I'm constantly waking up in the middle of the night, 2 in the morning, getting paper out, jotting down lineups, even right now, it's going on. Kids don't realize that. Eder and Irving and Chris and Wesley and all the guys that I have here. Felix and Oscar. I got even in class of 93 here, first playoff team at Montwood High School, and actually got things going. But my family, especially my mom and my dad, like Larry said, my dad's up in the skybox watching, and he's very proud. And for my mom raising, I got 5 brothers. I'm the oldest, unfortunately. And my son, Coach Osborne, he just graduated from UT, and I know you're excited about that. As a matter of fact, we're going to go watch UT in West Virginia this weekend. But anyway, my family, I thank you so much for everything that you guys did. My brothers, Gilbert is here. He's one of our famous bull riders, Gilbert and Adam Carrillo. They're the guys that you would see on PBR on TV. They actually drove all the way down from Stephenville. They were influential in everything because they put up their 2 ranches when I took kids to go for tryouts with Tarleton State, Ranger, Cisco. And Gilbert and Adam were always taking the kids out jet skiing, fishing, and inner tubing. So I thank you guys for all that. His wife, Julie, was actually the assistant baseball coach at Ranger when I was there. As a matter of fact, her dad, Don Flowers, actually coached Jim Morris, who played baseball for the Devil Rays and made the movie The Rookie. And she's in the audience tonight, and thank you very much. Pedro Reyes. Pedro in the background, over here. Pedro was so helpful in the program. His son came in 2000, graduated in 2004. And when Mondo came to us, Pedro came every day after practice with his bucket of balls to have Mondo hit the cages. And little by little, that started to get the other kids involved, and they started staying after with Pedro working. Well, Mondo finally graduated, and there was an empty nest in the house. And for those of you that have kids go off to college, and then all of a sudden you're all alone at home, and you don't know what to do, well, Pedro was in that situation, and I could tell a little bit about the depression that he was having also. So I asked Pedro, hey, man, why don't you just go ahead and come back out and start working with the kids like you've been doing? I know Mondo's not here. Do you mind helping out? And sure enough, Pedro has been there since today. I mean, since now. Since we've been, since Montwood has been together. Andy Cook, now we're here. Andy was very instrumental in our press box that we got built at Montwood High School. It is not district money. It is all fundraising and all the things that Andy did. And he also helped Jeff to get his press box. And we did this together. So Andy, thank you very much. Hopefully we can raise the standard of baseball facilities here in El Paso so high school baseball can also get better as we go through. All my assistant coaches, David Carrasco, Rudy Carrasco, Roger House, Fabian Martinez, Mike Beltran Jr., who's here tonight that I asked to come, Peter Viola, who's now in Florida, and of course, the coaching staff that I had last year. Willie, Coach Tellas, they're both back there, and I want to tell you guys thank you so much for everything that you've done. My success is because of all of these people that have done so much for me to make this program a success and make me a success. And one person I'm leaving out tonight is my cousin, my extended brother, Danny Carrillo. And Danny first started out as a trainer for UT. He was a student trainer. He was actually there at the time Roger Clemens was pitching for UT. And the story that he has about Roger is that they're playing the College World Series against Alabama, and Roger misses the team bus to go eat. So he doesn't eat. He goes to the game, he gets on the bump, and he pitches the first inning. In the first inning, he walks the first 3 batters. Well, Coach Gustafson is all upset. He goes out there and says, Roger, what the hell's going on? And Coach, I missed the bus to eat, I'm hungry. And Coach Gus told him, so you know what? I'll have some food in the dugout for you. Get us out of this inning. Well, right after that, Roger strikes out the next 3 batters, and they end up winning the College World Series that year. Okay? Danny then came to El Paso. He was the trainer, actually, for the Diablos when they were affiliated with the Milwaukee Brewers. He then went on to Socorro, became our assistant AD at Socorro, then got out, went into some personal business work, came back in, and now is the trainer at Andrews. At a time when I had Aaron Cadena and Adrian De La Rosa back in 2007, both of those guys got hurt, and I had no trainers. And I called Danny up, and I said, Danny, can you help me? So I took the kids over to Andrews High School on a Sunday,